Hey YouTube, it's Bobo. Come join us on a voyage from Indian Harbor Beach, Florida here to the Abacos by Marsh Harbor and Hopetown. 9 hours, dock to dock. My son and I will take you on the adventure. All right, good morning YouTube. We are about to start our journey over to the Abacos on our family boat. Leaving Indian Harbor Beach right now, just after 6:30. Sunrise coming up in the background there. Beautiful morning. Mason on board. Captain Mason. Looking good. All right, they may surf the waves, so why don't you go ahead and throttle up, see what happens. Totally surfing the waves right there. Time for a little breakfast here before we go out the inlet. Coming up on Palm Bay right now. Time for a couple of Pop-Tarts. comes. One spot. We got a few folks behind us also joining the fun. Good day for fishing. Gorgeous morning so far. Pretty good current here ripping through the inlet. Aside from that, so far so good. Doing a lot of construction, I heard, on the jetty pier. So it's closed right now to construction. Here we go. Looking good. A little slow on the water right now. Standard for the inlet. That should settle down once we get a little deeper. We're going that way. See you at the end of the summer inlet. Right now, water's starting to change. Been running down about an hour, and should be going into the Gulf Stream soon. But so far, the forecast has not been so accurate. Definitely been more like 3 to 4s easily, and the good news is the wind's coming out of the west, which is behind us. It's made it for a pretty decent ride given the conditions. Much worse going back towards Florida right now, which is where we saw a lot of boaters out here doing some fishing. They got to go back into the white cap sometime. Anyway, we got about a little over 2 hours till we're supposed to get to the White Sand Ridge. Hopefully things will level off a bit when we get out into deeper water, and hopefully we'll have a little bit less wind chop and activity there on the Bahamas side. So we've reached the point where the depth finder doesn't actually know the depth anymore, so we are definitely in the Gulf Stream now. It actually has calmed down a little bit over what we were going through before. Good news. Seems like the overall swell size is diminished. Still got a surface chop, obviously. Still got occasional swells that kind of come up on us. So we're not driving with the autopilot at the moment. Mason's driving it by hand. But definitely feels a little bit more relaxed than it did 20, 30 minutes ago. Sun's up, temperature's nice, probably in the 60s right now. Definitely warmed up from where it started this morning in the low 50s. And we're running along. We're right now running just over 20 miles an hour. So a little short of what we normally run at, more in the 30, 35 range. But we don't need to push too hard to get beat up. Keep pushing here. We're probably getting close to the halfway point, maybe even over halfway now. 40 nautical miles out from White Sand Ridge. So all's good. So just a short time ago, probably 15 minutes ago, we started hearing talking on the radio between what now we know to be this Carnival Cruise Line ship and the U.S. Coast Guard. And the Carnival Cruise Line ship had spotted a small vessel that appeared to be adrift with one person on board wearing a life jacket. What we can gather, the person's still alive. And the cruise ship was approaching needed to do to assist. It's hard to hear our radio very clearly with all the wind, but it seemed like they were perhaps also seeing us on the approach to them. So we're staying kind of close just in case they need us to assist with helping to get that person safely onto either their ship or maybe even have them go with us. Don't know the situation at all, really. Can't see what they're seeing, but we definitely can see the cruise ship, and then off in the distance I see something else, which is either going to be another vessel or maybe even starting to see land here. We're getting kind of close here to the White Sand Ridge. Anyway, we're proceeding forward. Keep an eye on the situation. So good news. We just crossed into the White Sand Ridge area. And if you didn't know on the map, you would know by the color of the water. It just went from a dark blue to this very, very pretty blue. One of the best, coolest colors on the planet, in my opinion. Still pretty choppy. Winds about out of the west behind us. Definitely seems like they're close to 10 to 15 versus the 5 to 10 we were expecting to see. But anyway, seas are rolling with us. Not too bad. Actually back up to 30 miles an hour now. So we're making some good progress. And definitely happy back deeper water, shallower water here in the Bahamas. Woohoo! Let's go! Cruising along, we're coming up on walkers, and really dealing with some good conditions now. Like the wind backed off, seas have backed off. It's kind of 1 foot or less almost right now, I would say. Max 2, winds are probably close to 10, maybe even less. Cruising along right now, 30 miles an hour. All good. Woohoo! Started off a little choppy, a little sporty, but we got it going now. Hopefully we'll make up some time. Alright, so we are cruising along here, getting our way into the Abacos. Weather conditions have improved greatly. Probably see now, it's almost getting glassy out. The sun's fading behind some clouds. Wouldn't mind if it came back out, but it's certainly not bad. It's nice temperature, not too much sun. Heating us up at the same time. But we're zooming along here. The only factor right now at the moment is do we have enough gas to make it. We're burning quite a bit there in the Gulf Stream today. So we got to see if we can make the whole trip, or if we're going to have to stop for something before we get there. Probably in the high 60s, low 70s at the highest. And just cruising along. Trying to make our right-hand turn up there. Never done this trip before. Definitely good. Captain Mason got us through the day. Great job. Celebratory Baja Blast. Heading towards our destination. Little spot we like to call a witch's view. We'll probably touch on a few little local spots as we're going by, but real quick again, there is the lighthouse, the iconic lighthouse at Hopetown. And I'm okay. Beautiful sunset here. Hard to beat paradise. Hey YouTube, hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and if there's anything you like or want to see more of in the future, please do leave some comments. And thank you again for watching.